Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. Gotta go get me some go-go juice. Beautiful day today. 68 degrees. I still don't have a Speedo. As you know, I picked up a digital one off of Craigslist. One. I'm using the GPS and it says I'm doing 41. Speed limit is 40. Really hard to see this GPS when the sun is so bright. Yeah, so that digital one, magnetic digital one didn't work out for me. I mean, it worked. I rigged up a thing down there, but it's not safe to rig that I made up. So I don't know, back to the drawing board again. I guess I'm just gonna have to stick to an original Speedo if I can find one. I just haven't found one that's in any good shape yet, or that's pretty cheap. What the gas is going for right now. Whoa, all kinds of sand here. Busy day today. $2.15. Put the cheap stuff in today.
Just like relationships, nothing is a piece today.
Oh, the $2. Good thing about having a bike, it don't cost that much to fill it up. Busy in here today. 11 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not hot, it's nice, man. 68 degrees. The pros and cons of having an old bike versus a new bike. I love this bike, man. I only paid $500 for this bike. I drove to Tempe, Arizona, which was about an hour and a half from where I live. And the guy, he wanted $800. And I sent him an email, told him I'd give him $500. I haven't even looked at it yet. And a week went by, and then he emailed me back and said if I was serious, he'd take the $500. So I drove up there, and it didn't look like this with the paint all messed up like it is here. That happened in the towing it home in the trailer. There's no gasket here. I didn't know that when I bought it, and it vibrated that cap off, and all the gas splashed out of there and ruined this really nice paint job. And this rubbed up against the side also.
Quality news and entertainment, words of wisdom, and other life-enhancing content. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
One kick. But the bike rode good when I went up there to test drive it. And I liked it. I've never owned a cafe racer before, so that's why I bought it. But it didn't have a speedometer, and the RPM gauge was all jimmy rigged up, and it worked off and on. So I've been trying to find ways to figure out how fast I'm going. I'm not not psychic, so I can't guess. Using UPS GPS. It says I'm doing 32. I'm only in third gear. Don't feel like I'm doing 32. Anyways, new bikes. I see them all the time, but not worth the bike payment. If you ask me, I don't want to have a bike payment. Everything I have I own, except for my wife's car. That's a work vehicle she uses. That's the only payment I have. So I didn't want to get into a bike payment, so that's why I bought from a used bike, private owner. Paid off, don't have to worry about anything. But the problem is with having an old bike is you got to maintain it more, because you don't know what the previous owner did when he owned it. And finding parts for this bike, it's a 1975 Kawasaki KZ400S. There is a difference. There's a D, and there's another letter, but I forget what it is. And then there's mine. There's an S. And supposedly this is the S models are from Canada, but this says "Made in USA" on it, right on the down tube. And it says it's 600 pounds. It's a heavy bike. I can't do wheelies, but I try to do wheelies over hills and bumps and stuff, but I still can't get that front wheel off the ground. 36. So, yeah, finding parts for a Kawasaki Japanese bike, they're discontinuing the parts for them. Because I found a guy in New York, he sells parts for Kawasaki's, and he was telling me, yeah, they discontinued. Japan doesn't make them anymore. So it's extremely hard to find parts for this bike. Although he's been doing it for 30 years, he has a hard time finding parts to sell on his website. Like the rubber inlets on my carburetor, they're cracked and stuff, but they're not leaking. But this Arizona heat cracks rubber really easily. But just to buy one of those rubber inlet manifold things, whatever you call them, is like 45 bucks. But because mine's an S, there's two different rubber intakes that this thing takes. So in order to find out which one I have, I'd have to take it off and look at it. And that's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to start taking the bike apart, because I like riding it. Like on today, it's a beautiful day, and who wants to ride, work on their bike when you go out and ride? I mean, I work on my bike on cold days, rainy days, stuff like that when I have time and I don't have nothing else to do. And it's a terrible day to go riding. You work on your bike. At least that's how I feel. And I gotta watch my speed limit, because there's a cop that likes to sit down here a lot. I don't know if he's there. Half the time he's there, half the time he's not. Yeah, but he's there. I see you in them trees. This I was doing 34, speed limit's 35. I got this SUV riding on my ass. Me no more questions. I want to go to town, but the area that I want to go ride at is very, very popular with cops. And not knowing how fast I'm going. I mean, even with this GPS, I mean, I don't know if the camera, show the camera, I can't see nothing. The sun is so bright, I can't see it. So I'm riding Stevie Wonder. But the thing with new bikes is, man, you can ride them and you don't have to worry about anything as long as you maintain them there. Actually, you maintain any bike, you can ride it forever. I don't know what I'm talking about today. I get like this when it's a beautiful day like this and I just want to enjoy the ride. It's hard to freaking talk. Because I'm trying to enjoy the ride, and I'm trying to figure out how fast I'm going. You know, watching for cops and cracks and potholes and Yeah, look at the mountains. That's where I want to ride. I want to go all the way over to the mountains over there. It's too late in the day for me to go to town right now. It takes me about 30 minutes to get to town. 30 minutes back, that's an hour. My kids get home in about an hour and a half, so I just got to stick around the house. Stick around that area of the house. Oh my God, it feels weird on me today. Country roads. Yeah, so I mean, buy an old used bike, pay cash. You don't want any motorcycle payments. You buy a new bike. I've never financed a bike before, so I don't know how many years you finance a bike for. I don't know, what, 2 years maybe. And the bikes nowadays, they're like $5 grand, man. Especially the kind of bike that I'd like to get. I see everybody on YouTube, everybody's getting new bikes. I'm like, man, I want to get a new bike. And then that bike payment will take away my money for that. I want to invest in fixing this up. I need to fix the gas cap. The only difference is trying to find a welder that's cheap. The prices I'm getting to weld in the gas cap, a new gas cap, the one I kind of want to get, it's just as much as if I just go out and buy another motorcycle tank. But then the motorcycle tank that I want to buy is all, you know, rotted inside. You have to have that steamed or cooked or baked or cleaned out, or however they do that. You know, and then that's plus, you know, you spend a couple $100 on the tank, and then a couple $100 to get that all cleaned out. It's like, man, it's the same price if I just weld the tank in. Even just to buy a cheap generic gas cap like this one that I have on here, that's $35 on eBay. Hell, the gasket for that gas cap is like $9 what I've been finding. So it's like, do I want to invest $9 on a gasket for a gas cap that I don't really want, or do I want to invest a couple $100? And it's just, that's not really important to me, because I really need a speedometer, because it says I'm doing 32 to 45. I really need to know how fast I'm going, even though it looks cool with nothing here. You know, I don't want any speeding tickets, and it's really hard not to speed on a motorcycle. At least it is for me. It's rubbing the back of my head. I don't know what I'm going to call this video, rant video, old bikes, new bikes, I don't know. Anyways, turn around and go back. Nice short little ride. That's what I love about riding in Arizona. Look at all this open land here. No traffic. Nobody to worry about running into you, running you off the road, or cutting in front of you. It's long country roads of Arizona. Turned off there for a minute. Spitting and sputtering. I don't know how fast I'm. Oh, that's a big hole in the road. That feels good, man. Riding motorcycles is a good stress reliever, that's for sure. One way, check for cops, no cops, go back faster than going back the way you hurricane. Yeah, I can talk. Well, there you have it, man. Thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, don't cost nothing, it's free. And check out my other videos. I got a lot of them riding around town looking at the beautiful scenery, beautiful mountains. That's one thing I love about Tucson, Arizona, the mountains, scenic views. There's a roller coaster ride. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, my stomach left me on that one. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm going! This has been a One Down 4 production. That's a wrap.